Our next speaker, his name is Hein van Elteren. He's over there. Well, I don't know Hein really good yet, but I think he has got a really interesting topic. I think it's about children. And maybe next year we should have a day on children, have a children conference here as well. Because this morning I had to kick out children playing. I thought, this is maybe not a new age. The microphone is yours.
Thank you, Fine. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm very inspired to hear all those talks about concepts for a new society. I think we all believe that the new society is coming, is breaking through. It's not easy. The powers, the other powers against us are still very strong, but I don't like to think in polarities. I like to think in harmony and change, and yeah. And I think the role of children is very important in the change that is coming. That is, we are in the midst of it, and we all have heard stories about very sensitive children, indigo children, new age children, whatever, all those beautiful names, very sensitive children. But in reality, what is happening to children nowadays, we like to create a future for our children, and we always have the hope that children will have a better world than we have had as in our younger days, in our youth. But that is not so very sure that it is going to happen. I read a few years ago that this present generation of children is the first one that is not they will not be so healthy, they will not grow as old as we will, probably. They have so many diseases, they have so many burdens at young age, so many problems. At schools nowadays, they have to do so many tests at 3 years, 4 years, and what happens to them? They can get labels for everything. I think you've heard about the HDD or PDD-NOS. You won't even know what it means. Personal defense disorder, not otherwise specified. And children get that label by qualified therapists and psychiatrists and doctors at 10 years or so. They have to get medicines, otherwise they are not accepted in this structure, in this system. And we want them to grow up, to be happy and to create a future and to live happily by then. So I really am worried about possibilities of children nowadays, and I'm not very pessimistic. To the contrary, I'm very optimistic that there are also beautiful, wonderful initiatives for children who get possibilities. And just I just mentioned the Children's Parliament. I think that's a very good idea, and that's about my topic too, because I'm not an economist, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a philosopher, but I'm a writer, a dreamer. And I am very much inspired by shamanism, by visions, by ideas, but also in a very practical way. And for the last 20 years, it has become my task, my contribution to the new society to create a platform, possibilities for children. It all started with this book. It is not yet translated in English, unfortunately, but most of you are able to read it if you want. It is called Kleuren in de Lucht in Dutch, or Colors in the Sky in English. It started with a dream. Dreams are very important in my life, so that's my new, what is jouw droom? What is your dream? Everybody has a dream. Everybody, is basically inspired by a dream, I think, about what you want to do in this life. And this dream came to me 20 years ago, and it is about 2 children who live in very different families, but when they meet for the first time, 7-year-old they are, then they suddenly can see colors. Grown-ups call those colors auras, but, well, children don't know the name aura, they call it colors. Well, they have telepathy. Children don't know the word telepathy, they just know, they have known each other before, and they can know what the other thinks from each other. They can feel each other's pains, they can heal each other by their hands, and they have contact to elves and to all kinds of so-called imaginative beings. It all happens to the children. It's like a fairy tale, but it is a realistic fairy tale. And I wrote the book within 7 weeks, and it ends on a beautiful New Age camping site in the south of France. Then there is already a group of 6 children, very closely related, like brothers and sisters, and they get a collective vision at the night, at full moon. Today it's a full moon party, so this is a nice moment to talk about this. And they get a vision that there's a lot of natural beings, fairies and spirits and divas and angels and whatever, and they tell the children they are preparing a big plan to clean the planet, to make a new, healthy, beautiful and happy world. And all children are invited because those natural beings, they tell the children that we are living in another dimension. We don't have hands and feet like you do on Earth, so we ask your help to create that new world. And all children are invited, also grown-ups who still are dreaming, still are idealistic, like artists and poets and like many people coming to this place, I suppose. And well, I wrote that whole book and I thought it is a beautiful dream, but it's not realistic. But well, it was published, and then I began to get letters from children, and they wrote me, what a beautiful story. I recognize myself. I have such dreams, I have such visions. How is the story going on? Well, that has totally changed my life. And ever since I've been working to continue this story. First, I wrote the second part, het grote kleurenspel, the great game of colors, together with a group of children. The children who wrote to me and who told me that it was not only my dream, it was reality. They have such dreams. And that is, I invited them to contribute and to find a nice role for themselves. And it came to me like inspiration. Well, as much freedom as possible, just choose the role you like to play in this world. Do you want to play an animal, a ghost, an elf, and whatever? It doesn't matter. Totally free. And I began to organize meetings, creative meetings, to work together with those children and invent stories together. And then we have elves, we have phantoms, we have pirates, dragons, everything what they like, and time gates, and monsters, and other dimensions. And we have also created the third book, Dromen van de Tijdgrot, Dreams of the Time Cave. That is about past lives, about trance journeys, working with healing and everything. And so more and more it has become my task, my journey to work together with children. And now for the last 12 years I've been doing that under the name of Lecturre, Children's Adventureland. And my big goal, big dream is to create a community, in a whole world, a place where a lot of families can live, where you have a holiday resort, where you have a swimming lake, a school, and everything you have in a community. Places to treat children, especially children who get into problems in this world because they are too gifted and too creative for the present system, and who are suppressed at a young age with medicines to keep them on track, so-called. So we organize meetings, and we have a group of children. That is the basic idea. If you create a real world for the children, why don't you ask the children themselves? How do you like to live? How would you like to design your world? So we created the project of kinderbouwers, children's builders. Children, yeah? Okay, yeah. Children who design their own world, and we are training them to design the plan, the map for the community, and step by step. How do their houses look? How do the buildings look? how would your school look like, what would you learn at that school, and we have meetings for that in Zeist. On the September 11th, there is the next meeting, 9/11, but well, we will have a positive invention for that day. And that will be the next step for the group of children, and to create a network. I've been networking for the last 20 years for many people involved in permaculture, in creative design, in building, and financial systems, everything to bring it all together, and with the children in the middle position to create that new world. And to look for, we haven't yet found a place where we can create it. It is very difficult to find a piece of land in this country, but which you can afford, and where you have the rights to build things and everything. But I really believe we will do it, and someday we will find a place, and we will create this community, Kinderavonturenland, Children's Adventureland. And if you are interested yourself, or if you have children who are really creative children, who have dreams and visions, who are interested to participate in a project for a longer period, for a couple of years, then you are very welcome to join us in Zeist at September 11, 9/11. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, this I like. Well, I'm a child myself, so I join.
Okay.
Is it for adults too? Yeah, I want to live there. Yeah, adult children.
And our children will be free. They will live outside this crazy society with all